At this time, sit back, relax, and enjoy Matilda.
On his report, we'll have to change his school. The teacher's clearly falling short. Could she be a little brighter than her class?
Yes, she's definitely advanced.
Husband is going to sell them 155 old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair! The cars will break down! What about the Russians?
Fair? Listen to the boy.
I'm a gal.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed with brain. All I can say is, thank heavens Michael has inherited old man's brains. Hey, son?
My car.
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it, but I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is all your fault. Your stupid voice and your stupid brain. You're off to school in a few days. headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. Told her all about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics. Throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do with a horrible little goblin like you.
I'm a girl.
Now off to bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fairest doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violets hair tonic for men. Yep.
A man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain.
Your hair. It's green.
My hair's green!
Why on earth would you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
I am, my love, Leah. I've got to deal today. The Russians. What am I going to do?
I know what you can do.
What?
You can pretend you're an elf.
The boys are loony.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. The sooner you're off to school, the better.
Ah, Matilda, what a pleasure to have you here in the library again.
Oh, yes. I mean, my mum wanted me to stay at home with her, but I think it's best for grown-ups to have their own space.
Oh, your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like the ones you tell me? I love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married. They performed some most incredible feats, and people come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for one another.
Which was so deep that it would said cats would purr as they passed, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house.
And all they loved each other. They were sad.
We have everything. Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called the Burning Woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects.
Caught by the man locked in the cage.
And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is our destiny.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Bye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll tell you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel.
Mom says I'm an angel.
Mom says I'm an angel.
So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess, you'll soon see. There's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Because your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, have been trapped inside this cage for ages, this prison cell. But if I try, I can't remember that before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. But you I was curious, so I listened and asked 1,000 questions. But unless you want to suffer, listen up and I will teach you a thing or two. You listen here, my dear, you'll be conscious of the feeling if you said I'm the fine, and if you cried, it will be double. You should stay out of trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why? Didn't you hear what we said? You made what we said. What's this at? Physical education. It's Trunchbull's speciality.
My mummy says I'm a miracle.
My daddy said I would be the teacher's pet.
School is really fun, according to my mum.
Dad said I love the alphabet.
The alphabet. You've got to listen, kids. And so you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess? You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this
children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your school. Now, can Ed this?
Me, please pick me, please pick me!
Very well, Nigel. Yes, we better leave it there. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first. Lavender
Is the first word tomato.
No. But tomato is a very good guess.
Yes!
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences, because a sentence is basically a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself?
More than one. I love books. Last week, I read quite a few.
A few? What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and The Cat in the Hat.
Don't be pathetic. Just knock on the door.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
In my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Matilda Wormwood, daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the little brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
Oh, no, I don't think Matilda's the kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bambi notam est magitam.
Bambi notam est magitam. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting
But
it.
I didn't. Headmistress, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense.
Headmistress, it is my opinion that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about rules, honey? Rules.
I think Matilda Wormwood is an exception for the rules.
An exception to the rules in my school. Look at these trophies. See how my trophies gleam in the sunlight. See how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squits to toe the line. Sing, Jenny.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I have by just one simple rule: to have a throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the valley line and toe it, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out.
Well, Mistress, it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
On the first car and said these cars were knackered. I told them the mileage is so high because of the manufacturing mistake.
So you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair. I've got hair. What's this? Another flaming book. What's wrong with the deli?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm sure you'd...
Here's what I think of your lovely.
No! It's a library book!
You silly little brat. Oh, I made my dances with your doffo.
Do we have any super glue?
In the cupboard. And while you're at it, why don't you glue your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay. And that's not right.
I got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
One falls in and goes her clocks.
Matilda, do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt all squish in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Well, I'd better stick around just in case they start squeeze out of your ears. I'm Lavender, and I think it's best if we're best friends.
Hide me. Someone rolled a whole can of treacle under the Trenchbull's chair. Someone told her that I did, now she's after me.
That's not fair.
Once Agatha Trenchbull decides you're guilty, you are squished.
Just saying she's gonna put me in chokey.
What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard and office that she throws children into. It's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you must send if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't hard enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you'd stood when the hinges creak and the door is closed. You cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And if you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right! When did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why?
You'd better hide. Quick, blazes!
Please don't tell her I am Matilda.
Now!
Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there under those coats. Where he's been for the past hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer falls asleep often without any warning. We put him under those coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Definitely.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it almost ready for school? This isn't my bedroom. Hi, Miss Trenchbull.
Amanda Thrip.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I said about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails!
But my mummy says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit. What is your name?
Matilda. Matilda Wormwood.
Well then, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake. Just so you know, she's my best friend.
Yes, completely different cars. Arena? Yeah, it was National Arena. A celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and not. Tomorrow's one, absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. And that's how you do. One, two, three. I'm gonna leave this on.
Oh, yes. Hello. My name is Miss Honey. Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now, love.
It will only take a moment.
Oh, well. Come in if you must. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ah, parli italiano bene?
What? Who's this big? No interruptions due to my energy though.
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda is in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, stop reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, doll. Don't want to waste this.
Look, Miss Hussey, I'm not in favour of girls getting more clever pads. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you. Look at me. You chose books. I chose books. Good day.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You're going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. this is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
So the great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the Acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic class hammer thrower and who loved nothing more than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the Escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over shocks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been cancelled.
What?
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Hooray! So the story has a happy ending?
No. Just then the Acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract.
I have paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? The contract is a contract. You will perform on this day or after prison you both shall go. No! No! Well, what happened?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Oh, why, Matilda, this is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to squeeze all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Ah, so you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchens and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not!
Headmistress, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was definitely sort of almost thinking about eating it up. Maybe, but I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. The Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scooped it down too quick. And now it's beginning to fight back.
See? I didn't do anything.
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolatey tear gas walked it straight from my mouth and right into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce, Bogtrotter.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Oh, yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry.
As long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous. That makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, and full.
I will tell you when you're full, and I say that criminals like you are not full until you have eaten the entire cake.
But...
No buts. Eat. Headmistress will be sick. Well, he should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat.
He can't!
Eat.
He might explode.
Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce. Might be nice, but even you, Bruce. After a minute, between a minute, not much difference in size. He can't grab it, surely can't run the man, Bruce. He might explode, he's quite invested. But you won't make him stop, he's fantastic. Look at him go, Bruce. Nothing to abuse, you're the best to it, you're true. There is one you must first think and lose it. Every most different possible. But secret is only true. We can love our friend Maggie and too. The time is up, good men suddenly come to use. No excuse, Bruce. And now you have something you want to transmute. Oh, stop it in, you're almost finished, Bruce. And whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let it win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Nothing else standing
Oh, sorry, Headmistress. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bogtrotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bogtrotter.
Where?
Did I not mention? That was only the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is choking.
What?
Can't! Do you really think I would allow myself to be defeated by this maggot? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? You?
No, please, not that. Don't let me do not that. No!
That's not right.
Matilda! Thank goodness you're here. I'm dying for the next part of your story. I haven't slept a wink.
Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Not a child, exactly. Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
Well, what are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat ever known to man, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
First I escaped from the cage, grab a fire extinguisher with one hand, catch you with the other, and blow the flames off on you, especially designed dress, before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off.
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. She hurled over the sharp and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child. I can't lie! He grabs her and suddenly the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! The story does have a happy ending.
No. The acrobat fell and broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have their child. Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted. And then she died. And then things got worse.
Oh no, Matilda. They can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did, because the escapologist was so kind that he never blamed the evil aunt for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong, but always in silence, so that the escapologist would never suspect a single thing.
Let's call the police!
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
Yes, of course. I'd better go.
Everyone, gather round. I want my very share in my trouble. Not you, boy. 155 more bangers on my hands. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards. No, backwards! When suddenly I had the most genius idea in the entire world. I grabbed a drill and using my incredible mind, I attached it to the speedometer of the first car, turned it on and whacked it into reverse. Backwards? Exactly! Within a matter of minutes, the mileage was reduced to practically nothing. Backwards! 10 minutes later, the Russian show up. Expensive suits, dark glasses.
Russians are nocturnal. I saw it on a program last night.
That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Fantastico! Now we're able to perform Rodolfo all day long.
But they trusted you and you've cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
Do you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna walk down to that school of yours and tell your teacher you're never to be let in again.
What? No!
And if she does, I'll have a fire. And you will never read another stinking book as long as you live, young man.
I'm a girl!
Now go to your room, you nasty little creep.
The Escapologist's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
And then she beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I forgot about the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you with all my heart, my daughter, and I will spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
But as the little girl fell asleep, the Escapologist's thoughts turned to the Acrobat's sister.
So bullying children is her game, is it? Let's see what she does when the wrath of a grown man stands against her!
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bogtrotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bogtrotter here is now a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
When I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Now, where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say. I think it's time we've toughened you all up with a little phys ed. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, while I'm speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's a bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and Vizette will get you sweating, and it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of Vizette will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Held, just like a rotten egg, floats to the top of a bucket of water. A whiff of its servant, stench of tent, the reek of cream. He doesn't protest. The pong defies the odor of the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too poop for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who aren't listening. A miss, I need a tissue. With an issue we can think there is no mystery to mastering the art of classroom mission. Thing is discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of previous imposing, a whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Let's bring this odor home. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, a whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench away.
Quiet! I don't think this is teaching. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are weak. You are pathetic. You are, in fact, a sniveling little... Newt! You!
What? No, not me, I didn't!
Cockroach! You did this! You vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Stop! Leave him alone! You big, fat bully!
How dare you? You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley, the most
Have you ever wondered what I have about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red? I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unbidden, these stories delivered to me poorly written. And when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. And I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mom and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. And this burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. When the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though there are people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am like I'm sailed into the eye of the storm. Go on, tip over, tip over.
And I tell you that there is nothing that I shall not do, no length to which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not. What is it? What is it? Oh, the newt. It's heading south. I've got a newt in my knickers. I've got a newt in my knickers. I've got a newt in my knickers.
Well, that was certainly interesting. Best we all get home, while we still can. Matilda?
Watch. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is, this thing with my eyes?
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't think it is something that we should be afraid of. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, yes, something like that. You certainly are a very special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he as proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yeah. He's always saying, Matilda, I am very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Oh, here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually. But I'm even poorer than most for other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the gardener to ask him to move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed and I've lived here ever since.
But, Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind. But when he died, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you could hardly imagine. And then, when I got my job as a teacher, she billed me for all those years of looking after me. She even made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said that my father had given her the entire house.
But did he really do that? Just give her his house?
I find it hard to believe. Just like it's hard to believe that he would have killed himself. Which is what she said had happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say, Matilda. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman has made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
Let's go to the police!
What? We can't! We have no evidence. Besides, my aunt is much respected.
Who is she?
I cannot say.
Who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
It's Miss
Trunchbull.
Yes.
Special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to Chokey. What are you looking at?
You.
Yeah. Stand up and spell. Oh no, let me see. Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey's taught us she's very good at teaching.
Nonsense. You stand up and turn around and spell the one thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating.
I've taught them, that's all. With kindness, patience, and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You stand up and spell Amshalacamaniel Tetreault Himosis.
But that's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell. I'll go to Turkey, and I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A-M-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dear. K. I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to Turkey.
Cat. C-A-F. I got it wrong. You'll have to send me to Chokey also.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. And me.
Table. S-A-F-B-Y. And it.
What do you think? What's going on? Stop this!
You can't put it all in Chokey. Banana. G-T-A-A-B.
Bully. P-Y-X-D-W-Z.
Revolting!
Come now, maggots. Did you really think I wouldn't have thought of that? I've got chokies for each and every one of you.
Look, there's writing on the chalkboard.
Agatha, this is madness.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house, then leave, or I will get you like you got me.
No!
Run! 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 Run!
on the board.
Who was never seen again. The Chokies were immediately destroyed and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was often said that it was the best school in all the land.
Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. She said she no longer had a need for her superpowers, but she was still stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names.
Sold 150 binders to the Russian mafia.
They're here. Hide.
What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs?
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The Wormwood is a stupid man.
And assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, well, I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart.
Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often meet people smart like you. Most people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards!
I can have my friends here take your father away. And when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude.
What do you say?
Well, this is a very tempting offer, but I think I've had enough of revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick! Let's get out of here before they change their minds. Wait! Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect, and I'd pay for everything.
You mean leave your daughter here with you?
Dad, you just call me your daughter.
And do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And do you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short on room, so yes.
Thank you!
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms.
And hugged her.
And they had hardly noticed the Wormwoods.
And Rodolfo.
The Wormwoods and Rodolfo sped away because they had finally found each other.
Yes, They had found each other.